So even if, let's say, you learned a lesson, right? And you feel like, oh, I got it. Okay, perfect. And then it's coming from a different place, or let's say you healed your chronic disease and then suddenly your body is having chronic pain and you're like, what the hell, I did all the things, I took the supplements, I took the chiropractor, I hire a coach, like what the hell is going on? Is again, it's an opportunity to deepen the lesson. Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast. I'm Natalia, a certified hypnotherapist and a mindset shifter. Not too long ago, I was a broke, burned out, multi-passionate single woman to now making six figures effortlessly, marrying the love of my life and attracting what I want by using my unique bridge method. I'm here to help you achieve the results you want in any area of your life by owning your true unique self with less doing, less stress, and definitely less effort. Now let's jump to today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Hello, my gorgeous souls, and welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. Before we're starting, I want to tell you that this weekend I've been working on a very, very special workshop that is called Break the Matrix. That is going to happen on Wednesday, December 18th. It's going to be a Wednesday, as I said, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that is going to be a workshop where I'm going to be teaching you how to break your own matrix, how to break through the cycles of repeating patterns that you see in your life, such as abusive relationships, money patterns that don't serve you, just this situation, people and circumstances that just keep happening and you feel stuck. You feel you can't get out of this loop. You don't know what the hell is going on. You want to break the matrix. You want to live a life of freedom and abundance. And as I always say, it's not about you moving to Bali and removing yourself from civilization and 9 to 5 and thinking that is going to make you feel free. It's the internal mastery of knowing who you are, of knowing what it is that you want, and actually being that super attractor and using your amazing power of you being you to attract and actually manifest it in your life through my unique method. So all that I'm going to be teaching you guys, the framework of how to actually do that in this upcoming workshop. All the details in the description bar below. So if you're listening to me on YouTube, on your favorite podcast platform, go ahead right now and sign up, because even if you can't attend live, you're going to get access to the replay. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. There's so much stuff happening right now, as you can feel energetically, politically, everything, right? Everything is feeling a mess, and it's so easy to get swept into the fear, swept into the anxiety, and when you don't really know what's happening. So I'm going to be really going to give you exactly how to escape the matrix. You're going to know exactly how to prepare to what's to come. Okay. It's going to be practical. It's not going to be BS. It's not going to be theoretical. It's going to be exactly what you need. And trust me, you don't want to freaking miss it. So I've been working on that. So highly, again, as I said, I truly think that is the most important thing you're going to do. And it's, of course, free for you guys, because my mission with the work that I do is to get as many souls and help as many souls as I can to move through what is happening and is going to happen in a more bigger way, if I may say. So today's topic, guys, is inspired by one of my beautiful, beautiful clients. And I thought about it, how much we don't really hear in this space of self-development, of everything that you probably hear in spirituality about healing. And knowing that healing is not a straight line. And I want to offer you this perspective so you look at healing in a different way, and you don't create this judgment over yourself or shame over yourself that you're not perfect, that you're not fully healed, that you're not this like perfect version of yourself. And that's it. Although you're doing all the work, although you're attending all the workshops, although you're doing you even go to coaches, you're doing all the work, but yet you still face moments of anxiety, moments of fear, moments of breakdown, moments of all these things that makes us human. So I want you to think about it this way. As souls, we came to this planet Earth, especially in this time, but to planet Earth as souls, we came to what? To grow. And specifically in this time, if you are listening to this, your soul in the frequency of fourth and fifth dimension, if not six. So just you know that. And it just depends on the soul's frequency, and it doesn't matter. But all you need to know that as souls, our purpose when we come to every single life is to expand our capacity to hold more light. What is light? Is source. Source in the seventh dimension. We are striving as extension of source to relearn source, to re-experience source, to expand source through our experience and through our unique light and who we really are. So understanding that, and again, I hear the thoughts and the questions of like, wait, a spirit or a soul that is in the third realm, is it like worse than the soul that is in the sixth realm? No, all souls are all souls. There's a lot of word game here, but all souls are as valuable. You're not going to be comparing yourself to your niece that is 3 years old and you are in your 30s, right? You can learn from every single person in any shape, form, age, doesn't matter. It's just, again, it's how many souls years you have in you, right? So I want you to go again to the comparison thing. But what I want you to get out of this is the understanding when you come to this planet Earth, understanding that you're here to expand through situations, through people, right? Relationships, which is huge for us, and events. All these things together is what helping us to evolve as a soul. And challenges are one of those ways and things. So when we look at this and we say, oh, so I'm gaining points every time I'm experiencing a difficulty in my job, or I have an argument with my partner, or I am feeling physical pain, or I manifested a disease, or I had issue with one of my payments and I'm not getting paid, or I get laid off my work. One of those things that you feel and you see as a challenge, although you did all the self-healing work, right? In your opinion, it's like you did above and beyond. You're already in this path. And I'm sure if you're listening to this, you've been in the self-development, in the spiritual world for years, and you did the inner work, you did all these things. And it feels like shit, I'm still experiencing those things. Like, what the hell is wrong? Why I'm still feeling like shit? Why I'm still feeling pain, physical pain in my body? Why I don't have the millions of dollars? Why I don't really have now the partner, or all these questions you probably have. I want you to think about it this perspective, and it's going to really help you to understand. So number one, think about every challenge you go through right now is an opportunity to what? Gain more points, soul points, and expansion points, so you can move to the next realm. You can move to the next level as a soul. Again, if you're going to avoid challenges, if you're going to avoid not doing the inner work, what's going to happen? You're just going to reincarnate again into the same, again, life and the same frequency until you're going to learn the lesson. There is no hacks. You can't just jump to the next level. The fastest route to move through and move to the next level as a soul is what? Is to move through the challenge. So the more challenges you're experiencing right now as a soul, you should be very, very, very happy, because that means You as a soul chose to go through all these things, knowing you can actually handle it. And more than that, actually get as many points as possible for you to move to the next realm. Think about it this way, especially in this time as a soul, in this shift that we're moving through. We're moving to a new dimension as a collective and a new completely age, the age of Aquarius. This is insane. So everything that is happening right now for you, that you perceive as a bad thing, is actually not only preparing you to the new age, it's quantum leaping you to gain these souls points, to have you to be the upgraded version of you, the higher version of you, to be able to be in that frequency of the new age. That is why shit is hitting the fan for most of you in your personal life, in your professional life, in your health life. Everybody is going to get the reflection in the place that feels the most important for them, right? That's why it's so painful. But if you're going to look at it from source perspective and from your higher self perspective, and you're going to remove the emotions from it, and you're going to say, you know what? Thank you, because all these challenges right now are helping me to go what? Deeper. These challenges, as I talked to you about last episode, what is the question that we want to ask ourselves? What can I learn from this? And why is it a good thing? Why is it a good thing? Right? So when we really look at the challenge, we learn the lesson, we see the good, we remove and neutralize the negative emotion towards it, and actually see it as an opportunity, you learn the lesson and you move on. It's amazing. It's amazing. The problem is our human self sees problems and challenges as a bad thing. We see pain as a bad thing. We just want to remove it and not feel anything, right? We just want to have this very boring and just one straight line life. But that is not what you chose to be as a soul here. Do you understand what it takes to become a soul, especially in this time? You freaking won the lottery. You freaking won the lottery. And I know it sounds annoying to hear it when you're dealing with a specific, like, challenging thing, like you don't have the money, you're feeling like you have these constant diseases that manifested. But I want you to, again, look at it from the higher perspective. Wow, I have an opportunity to go deeper, to heal, to upgrade myself as a soul, and to move to the next level, and to be actually holding the peace, the evolution of my soul, and actually move to the next age as my higher version self that already assigned for this lifetime. So everything you're going through right now is for you, my love, is for you. I promise. Source loves you so much. He will never make you go through something that, first of all, as a soul, you didn't decide before coming to this lifetime that you will go through. So you absolutely are capable to move through. But again, is how much we adding the suffering sauce? Like, that's what I call, right? Are you adding that extra syrup of suffering that is not necessarily? And just remove emotionally from all the drama that we adding to everything, and just look at a third perspective and really look at it. Okay, what is the reflection here? What is the lesson here? What I need to know about myself better? Where can I move through this? What I need to learn? What can get deeper? Where I need to expand myself even more in? And that is the questions. And when you move through these questions and you have a mentor that is supporting you and showing you the bigger picture, sometimes we forget. That's why it's so important to have a mentor to help you to really see things in a higher perspective, as your higher self perspective. So healing is not a straight line. And I'm going to tell you something that probably most of you are going to hate, but that is the truth. You're never going to be 100% healed, especially in this lifetime. You're just not. That is not what your soul came here to be. If you're being 100% healed, you're not being this realm. You're being seventh realm, right? That is not the point. The point is not to be 100% healed and feel, and again, this eco mentality of, oh, when I'm going to be healed, I'm going to be happy. Oh, when I'm going to have the money, then I'm going to be happy. Oh, when I'm going to have the relationship, then I'm going to be happy. That is the same thing you're doing with the healing. Don't do that. Instead of striving to be healed and have like everything perfect, can you look at this again as an opportunity, as like deepening the lesson, even if you're going through the same thing years and years? There's always deeper layer. There is more, a different angle. There is more of that straining and practicing that lesson that you learned initially. It's not like you learn the lesson once and you're done. You're gonna get it, especially if it's your soul lesson. It's like the primarily soul lesson that you came here to master. You're going to get it from multiple angles. And as a high developed soul, and in the frequency that I said in the fourth, fifth realm that you are, the higher levels you go to, the density of the lesson is going to feel more intense. So even if, let's say, you learned a lesson, right? And you feel like, oh, I got it. Okay, perfect. And then it's coming from a different place, or let's say you healed your chronic disease and then suddenly your body is having chronic pain. And you're like, what the hell? I did all the things. I took the supplements. I took the chiropractor. I hire a coach. Like, what the hell is going on? Is again, it's an opportunity to deepen the lesson. It's not that you're not doing the right thing. It's not like, oh, it's not working. It's just what? It's the deepening of the lesson that it needs to happen from a different angle with a different situation. And instead of being mad at yourself, mad at your body, mad at life, mad at everything, you look at it as, oh my God, I get it. I have a deepening lesson to go through right now. And I embrace it as an opportunity. I embrace it as an opportunity. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to bitch and moan. That's part of being a human. So feel it. Feel the feelings first. But don't get stuck on that. Again, see it as a massive opportunity for you to level up. Level up. And you will. And you will. Because that is what life is all about. And that's what your soul craves so much. And trust me, you don't want the boring, peaceful. That's not what you came here. If that was a situation, you'll just be floating as a soul. You wanted the human experience. But remember, one of the most powerful things we have is our power of our choice of how we choose to feel in any given moment, what we choose to tell ourselves in any given moment. And remember, who's going to drive the seat, your emotions or you? And what are you choosing to decide to feel? And what vibration you're going to choose to move through this challenge you're going through right now? So remove the density of the pressure of trying to get it over with and embrace it, dance with it, and know that it's absolutely for you, absolutely for you. And the gifts that are going to come on the other side of it are so freaking amazing. So I hope that gives you a perspective of healing, because as I said, healing have this connotation. It's like, oh, I did my healing and I'm good. I'm done for the rest of my life. That's not true. It's not a linear path. It's definitely up and down, and then you get some straight lines here and there. But most of likely, if you're a soul and you're listening to this, you're a very highly developed soul that wants to experience more, to wants to expand more. And that is how we expand more through challenges, my love. So don't look at them as a bad thing. Look at them as like, oh my God, I have an opportunity to double my points, to double my frequency, to really expand my soul. And I hope that is going to give you the perspective. And if you chose a specific soul lesson in this lifetime, don't think like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you being in the healing process is enough. It takes fucking time. Sorry for my cursing, but I want you to understand, like, we have this tendency to want everything now, to have the instant gratification, to have the instant healing, to have the instant right away. But the only thing instant you can do is to choose how you feel and remove the suffering from the lesson that you're going through right now, and not speed up everything and try to put pressure about anything. And that is actually what helps it to move faster, right? So forget about when I'm going to be healed and I'm going to be happy. Choose to be happy now with everything that is going on, and choose what? To focus on where you actually did so much already progress. You're not the same person that you've been freaking 6 days ago. You constantly evolve, you constantly change, you constantly move. And that needs to be celebrated. That needs to be looked at. That needs to be noticed. And if you're not noticing for yourself first, nobody's going to notice that. And that is what you're going to be reflecting in your life. And that is, my friends, suffering. So start celebrating yourself. Start being grateful for yourself. Start being grateful for the challenges. Start putting a bow like New York in the holiday season for every challenge that you're facing. And I promise you, you're going to feel the shift right away. So with that, my loves, I'm going to leave you with this message. Please join us on December 18th, which is a Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is New York time. But if you can attend live, where you're going to be actually have the ability to ask me questions and we can actually have a conversation. It's not just me talking. We can actually have discussions, which I'm so excited about. You're going to get the replay. So sign up right now, and I'll see you in our next episode.